All right. Hello, everybody. This day finds me down here in the war room section of Man Cave playing a new game online. And it has a versus mode. It is a Napoleonic era game. Although I did see an avatar. They have avatars in this game you could buy. And it did have General Sherman in there, so I don't know if it's a Napoleonic / American Civil War era game. I've only just now got introduced to it, and it is called Lines of Battle. So go to linesofbattle.net or .com, I'm not sure what it is, and you can check it out yourself. Now, I've played a few games of this, and it ain't bad at all. Now, of course, they do have extensions or bells and whistles that you could actually put some dollars down for. I don't know about all that so far. I haven't run into any sharks. You know, the guys I've been playing seem to be of the same skill. Although there is a salary cap on your armies. Now, they have all kinds of levels of combat from the smallest. This is a skirmish, or not a skirmish. This is what's called a clash. So there's a limited amount of units. They have scenarios where they have up to hundreds of units. They have. I'm curious to check out after I've gotten into the game a Waterloo scenario, and they say it's just unlike the cheesy Imperial Glory Napoleonic games. This one involves a little bit more realism with the hundreds of units, and they say, you know, don't try it until, of course, you've played the game a bunch. But I've played a few games on here. Now, like I said, you'll go ahead and load out with a certain salary cap. So you pick if you want more artillery, more cavalry, more infantry, and stuff like that. Now I'll show you my layout, or what I bought with my salary cap here. And there you go. Here is my units, and it gives you a little idea what you're looking at here. I'll try to zoom in here for you. Now, there is a difference between these artillery units on the left, the two on the left, 2 squads, and or batteries rather, and the 2 batteries on the right. I paid extra for these batteries on the right. Them are called 6-inch howitzers. So big artillery guy. I took a little bit less on the infantry side. And I have 6 or 3, 4, 5 cavalry. Now, we're in, which is called now the deployment stage. You get to deploy your units. And to my opponent's credit, he didn't get a good, he got a disadvantaged when it came to initial deployments. I had a nice hill. I invested in artillery, so you don't really get to see this until after you deploy all your units. I mean, there's maps on here, but I'm new. I don't know what my maps are, so I was pretty much a rookie at it. So here you go. I got 5 infantry units, 4 artillery units, 4 batteries, and 5 cavalry units. Now here's and you had a certain area here. It was shaded in blue that you could deploy your units in. So that's my deployment. Now I'll show you what happens when I look at my opponent. And here you go. Not good. Oh, my goodness. Well, he does have 2 batteries of artillery. Nothing big. I invested in some big howitzers. So here you go. He's lined up, all set to go. He does have cavalry on his ends, which is pretty well standard, I guess. But you don't know what your skill level your opponent is or anything. But when I first started this and looked at this, I thought to myself, oh, shit. So it's really interesting to see how this scenario plays through. Luckily, they have a replay, so we got a replay here. We can go ahead and check this on out. Now, I'll go ahead and unhit the pause button. Let you see more of what's going on. We'll pull out here. Let's see if we can't get the whole situation. There you go. A little bit more. And we'll hit pause. And one thing about this game, though, it kind of goes into fast forward like at 3 times speed as a normal speed, but you'll see there's a meaning to the madness why it happens that way. And it makes for a quick game, but everything is definitely, the slowest speed is 3 times speed. So these things here are all going to go into fast forward mode, which is fine, but there are pauses. So we'll let you see how everything started out. You can see I start out with my artillery. They're not in firing position yet. I don't want to get them to the edge of the hill. Got to deploy my infantry and my cavalry on my wings. Same thing for my opponent. And we'll go ahead and press play. You can see how everybody moves fast. All right, we have artillery already firing. These boys here already got into place. And here you go. Now these meters are these bar graphs. The one on top is their health. When that goes down to 0, they're dead. But the one you really want to look at is the one on the bottom, the blue. That is their morale. So morale's on the bottom, health's on top. When they're showing a graph like that, that means they're taking hits. So he must have fired off his artillery already. And my artillery has already been up on the hill, spotted his cavalry. So his cavalry's coming on in. There you go. I've got my infantry. Oh, another thing is, on these lines here, that white dot is they're facing. So that's really key, too. So, like I said, it's a great game. I'm glad I'm just going to get into it. There you go. We'll check it on out. And I got myself into a pickle to start off with. So we'll see how it comes about. Artillery, our cavalry on this side. I usually just flank them out as look for opportunistic attacks on his artillery. But you never know. They might be going off and getting obliviated. So we'll see how it goes. We'll go ahead and press pause, play, and see how it develops. All right, you can see there, fire in the heck. Artillery coming on in, and these guys here taking they're taking some hits. Nobody up here is taking hits yet. I think it takes a long time to move all these men, so I think he's just figuring out now what his strategy is. He's getting a look at what I'm doing and going from there. Meanwhile, here you go. He's got his lone cavalry now. He might be figuring out that he's a little bit short-handed on cavalry compared to me, but we'll see what happens. Now, terrain features do slow down movement points. You'll have to pay terrain costs, so crossing that creek, not really a big slowdown. It's a small creek, so we'll get across with no problem. Here I am maneuvering my men around, and I'll show you how you do all this. This is just a replay. I put my cavalry there in the woods, a little peeky peek, and you can see we're up here on a hill. And the boy's heading on out to the flank, and he is rushing on in. I don't know if this is a artillery destroying mission or what, but here you go. We'll go ahead and just focus down here. All right, you can see I'm deploying my infantry, getting ready to meet them on. Meanwhile, they are taking some hits. No graph showing here, so none of these guys have been hitting that. You can see now he's starting to get things coordinated. Let me press pause for a quick cough break. All right, so he definitely sees a threat. You always want to protect your artillery, so he's coming on through the woods. These boys here heading on out, and he's turning around and ready to follow him. Over here on the left flank, we're getting ready to meet his. They're coming up the hill. That's always a negative die roll modifier when you're heading up that hill, but we're getting ready to meet them. And artillery is blasting away. Cavalry out there flanking. Let's see what happens here. Let me see if I can get a better view here for you. Blasting the heck out of him. He's taking casualties. Now, you don't have to melee. These boys here do have a range. So if they meet, then they turn it into melee. But this is ranged combat. They all have ranged combat. But you can see here, that's not really what cavalry's made for. And I am blasting the heck out of him with this. He is coordinating his two-prong attack. And how to deal with all this infantry, I have no idea. But there you go. Coming on up. He's a little bit bogged there, but my cavalry here heading on out. Ugh. I don't know, boys. Looking good. We'll see. Let's see what we can do with this cavalry here. There's our first one up. He has made a mistake, though, of leaving his back wide open. Here you go. All right, melee it is. He has crashed into my infantry, and he's suffering casualties. Now, another thing is, in this game, it's very realistic because your artillery will inflict hits on your own troops, so you will suffer friendly fire. So that seems to be happening a lot, even in my Imperial Glory games. You've seen that. Those poor French troops, sometimes if they're in a spot, we just opened up. So whether that makes me an evil commander or what, I'm not sure. But they do try to minimize it here. You don't fire now. You'll see right now we're coming on in. He's coming around. And here comes my cavalry. We'll see what we can make of this. These guys here need to get on it now. Well, we do have meters showing up there, so that means some of this artillery is now opening up on their units. It's, like I said, he's down here in the valley. I definitely got the luck of the terrain to my advantage, so he was definitely disadvantaged in the initial deployment. But here you go. Now, here's another thing. He's going this way, but right now I see the threat, and I'm splitting. Splitting the cross. They definitely got a movement advantage. These guys are slow, especially going through the woods. So you get the speed. You see with this cavalry there, how fast they move. So let's go ahead and press the pause button and find out what's going on here. Oh, see those? That's not good to be hitting my own troops. Although the game is very accurate, and I'm way above, so it might be going. It looked like it stopped there, though. I know this one here, when I seen him shoot, he hit these trees on one of them, and it did stop the shot. So I guess he was firing down or something. There you go. Okay, my cavalry coming on in, coming on in, coming on in. His cavalry has been engaged in melee. Meanwhile, here you go. Now there's more meters showing up, which means my artillery must be quitting on these targets because you're going to be hitting friendly fire. And concentrate on his, what we call it, a Chinese mass attack. It's not a red star, it's just a red, these are all Napoleonic, so they're not North Korean or Chinese human waves attacks, but he is heavy on the infantry. There you go, we're coming on through here. Playing a little can you catch me game here. And we'll press the button in this main area. We'll keep an eye out here, see what goes on. All right, yeah, you can see there, I'm hammering them. Hammering with that artillery. They're coming over the hill, coming off of that hill, and just getting pounded. So that's good. We can wither away at them while we take care of these guys. You can see here, the one on the left is dark. He's done. His morale has been broken. He will run. This one here is still fighting. I'm crashing into both of them with my cavalry. While my artillery on top of the hill goes. And we're splitting the difference right here. Let's see what happens here. Come back. Yeah, you can see now my artillery is just totally focusing on here, and we're getting quite a few hits. And the thing of it is, it goes through them, and it hits everybody behind them, too. So it's a great physics, definitely a realistic game. So there you go. We're hitting them on the sides, and we're just massing our artillery on that, letting this play out as it is. He's gone. He's trying to get the heck out of here. All right, I got a little bit of cavalry still in the flanks. You'll see how I adjust to the masses coming in. Meanwhile, we have split the difference. Catch me if you can. And there's nobody back here guarding your artillery. All right, let's go ahead. Firing away, firing. This oh boy, he wants to kill these guys, so he's still firing at these guys here. I'm giving him a little bit of chase, getting my artillery evacuated, or my cavalry evacuated ASAP. Now here's a key. Here's a key for this game, and this is the strategy that I focused on while I was watching what was going on. Cavalry exiting stage left. These boys here, you can see they're not facing the right way, but you don't want to hit these guys right away. You want to bring them through the fucking horror zone, through the destruction zone. So I'll be pulling my infantry back and give my artillery plenty of time to fire and get those guys out of friendly fire range. Meanwhile, cavalry doing their thing over here. Let's see how this game progresses. Alright, see those guys, artillery blasting away. He's done. He's chasing them down. These boys are coming on out for the big swing. Oh, I got another one up here. And here you go. I guess that's his strategy, is to come on in with all of that when you got numbers. One thing you want to do, avoid this. Cavalry in cities, as in real life, I've made a great stand in cities against cavalry before. So, like I said, I don't know how experienced these guys are. There you go. So we're still coming back. You can see we still have our back to the enemy, but we're out of their firing range, so we're really not getting anything back from them. We want to pull these guys back as far as possible and just start waylaying. Is it having any effect? Well, I don't know. We'll see. Cavalry off to the flanks. There you go. Let's press play. Back here. And here they come. Here they come. Cavalry here. Here they are. They're taking hits. They're getting blasted. You can see my still with their backs to them. And yeah, we've outmaneuvered these guys. So yeah, they're in disarray. Here they come. What were they facing? Yeah, they're coming back. They know that I've outmaneuvered them. And there you go. All right. It says my power's going down. All right, I don't know. We better hurry up. I'm bloviating too much. Let's see what goes on here. You can see all these hits are taken. All right, now about face some of them. We're getting ready, but you want to string them along through this open area and let that artillery do its job. So we are outnumbered still, but we are inflicting a lot of casualties, and their morale's going down, which is key. Here you go. We ran into their artillery. So, yep, we've done hit it, taken out. It was a successful mission. Here you go. We got these boys here ready to put the, we'll call it the coup de grace cavalry, and you'll see what I mean here in a second. Pounding away, pounding away. Look at those bottom meters. Those bottom meters are the ones that are in effect. We're all looking good. Flipping around, we're at a lower level. We done destroyed him. He's just fairly limping away with minimal left. Infantry there, cavalry swinging around. And there you go. Our cavalry's doing their job. Now, how long are they going to be able to? Because help is on the way. A little too late there, folks. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Hopefully battery power will stick with us here. Let's get you more of an in-depth view. Pounding away, pounding away. Infantry get in line formation, getting ready to do their range combat, but here they are. He's just pounding one in there. Cavalry, and we're taking out his artillery. I think that artillery there, you can see that one on top. He's already dark. He's done. So he's already moraled out. Unfortunately for us, we're getting pounded in the back by his cavalry. He's finally arrived. There you go. Let's concentrate on down here and see how this battle unfolds. All right, now we got units already darkened and morale broken. So they got units already broken. There you go. Will the domino effects start happening? We'll see. We have everybody face the right way. We're just going to pound. Meanwhile, here they come. Our boys up here getting in a little bit of a fight, but I think we'll be all right until his infantry can get there. Let's go ahead and get you out here, see how it... Look at us. They're starting to fall. I got 3 of them out of there now, or 4 that have gone dark. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. He's down here. Now, these 2 are got a good little match going on. There's 2 of them against 1. These howitzers can really blast, but you got to watch out for friendly fire. Meanwhile, we got our coup de grace cavalry on its way. Here they come. Can you say hammer and anvil? Yeah, we know our basic military strategies. There you go. I think Napoleon would have been proud of us today. We're getting ready to get hammered here, but I do believe that his artillery hasn't fired in a while. Meanwhile, my artillery are just withering away at his units. Bam! Taking hits, taking hits. There you go. Now these boys are trying to find their way out. Sorry, my cavalry has just come in to crush them. Hit from behind, rear hits, rear hits. That'll take care of units in a heartbeat. Oh, my cavalry coming out. Everybody seems to be okay. We're going to get ready to face it up here, so it might be best to wise policy to extract my cavalry. We'll see. I can't remember what I did. I don't know. We'll follow it here. Here we go. Let's go ahead and press pause. There you go. Now he's got 2 coming here. My cavalry spotted it, and it's hitting them from behind before they can 2-to-1 on this boy. This boy's health, you can see, is almost done. Their health ain't much better. All these healths are gone. And it's just a melee meat grinder in there. Meanwhile, oh, I'm heading on up. Oh, okay, 1 made his escape. 1 is still getting pounded, but their mission's been successful. They did what they needed to do. They might as well just get out of there. That his enemy artillery has been neutralized. My artillery is the difference in this game. Let's see what goes on. Yeah, total rout. Nobody left. All their fighting ability, our willingness to fight has been crushed. There you go. See how it goes up here. My unit. Okay, we got 1 unit broke. My first unit, my cavalry unit, he's will to fight is gone. He is retreating. Has an urgent appointment elsewhere all of a sudden. There you go. But here it is. I think you can call this pretty much a cleanup. We'll find out what goes on. Still pounding his units, pounding his units. Hold on here a second here. All right. Yeah, that's the difference. They're just, it's a rout. They're trying to get out of there now. Cavalry cleaning up. It's all just a matter of mop up. But up here, I don't know. To see what's up now. I don't know if the game ends with morale or what the end thing is. Now, I do know there's a certain amount of turns. So let's see how many turns we have here. Oh, don't tell me. All right. Let's see here. Pounding away. Yeah, it's just a matter of a massacre now. And that is it. There you go. All right. And that is how you come back outnumbered. 4,250 versus 9,000. My shoulder, I hurt myself, pat myself on the back. But there you go. Man, I'll take that any day. That is how it's done, people. Textbook against the odds, comeback victory. Be back.